for season 13, episode 6.
666.
So, Ian, you're recording your wedding night?
Wait, what?
You didn't see the chat?
You got to check the chat, bro.
No. I'm going to the chat now, though. Oh, well.
Yeah, I got to check the chat. Anyway. So, fun times. It's not working?
Yeah.
I know, I was talking to
What's not working?
Chris, the chat.
No, you're talking about our Facebook group? Our Facebook
No,
chat?
no, I'm talking about the chat.
No.
live
On the chat, the StreamYard chat.
Oh.
This is...
It said chat gets first dibs at the announcement.
Hold on a second. Okay, I am seeing that now.
You can put it up on the screen.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till you get the personal life because I need more details.
That's all I got.
Is that real?
That's all I got. Anyways.
That's real.
No.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I
fun
a
times.
phone call or something or a FaceTime when that happened.
Now, in true Matt fashion, this doesn't mean I'm not going to like hang out with the bros and go to the bar. I can still do stuff. And still have fun. Not to lie, I'm still ready to like get an herb garden and like go buy candles and shit. And I still need new pillows on my couch. I can't wait till we shop for those.
Yeah, the married life.
Anyways.
Well, welcome to the team again.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the team. Yeah. There you go. So, announcements.
All the questions.
Yeah, we'll get to those. So announcements.
It was just that good.
So one thing that we're doing it's gonna be a while for the transition, but Cosmere Reads is creating their own YouTube channel.
What?
And their own Discord. So we're breaking away from the Will Reads to create our own thing just to make us easier to be searched for. One thing that we've noticed is it's really hard to search for the Cosmere Reads because it shows Will Reads kind of just takes over everything. So we're going to kind of break off and make it
that makes sense
thing there. It does. It's made sense at first, but now that's the point. So over the next few months, we're going to upload all of the old videos onto the new YouTube channel. So that way they're all there. And then once it's all there, we'll start. It's gonna be a heavy lift. So it's gonna take a while. So it's gonna be a few months before we actually make the official switch and we'll be recording on a different channel. But yeah, so that's coming. So the Will Reads will be the only Will Reads here. You'll see the Cosmere content, so they start to go away.
We're old news, so they gotta
yeah, that's the big announcement. Exciting. Oh, I think I just glitched out.
Yeah, you did, because I was literally making a comment how you were just like done with us. You keep glitching out. You're frozen, as a matter of fact, on our screen.
Oh, you got to reconfigure the power couplings.
Am I back?
Yes.
No, that's your front. We're looking at your face. Your back's behind you.
I'm back.
Yes. Well,
I'd make the joke again, but he's glitching so much I'll confuse him.
I can't wait till we get a new space we're actually plugged in.
This is back to day 2.
I'm gonna be right back.
Maybe when we do the last chapter, we won't have technical problems.
I've been thinking about that. I'm like, how are we gonna do this? The last book being 1 billion pages long for a single chapter.
I'm truly hoping we do it at a large Airbnb in the Blight, and with some people live where we could pause and freak out and just record the whole thing and make it a party.
Yes. So you're really married?
I am.
Like marriage license, married, like.
We went to Norfolk because they have the commissioner like right there in the same building. Yeah. So we got the license, got married, turned it in, got all the certified copies. Yeah.
Bro, that's a huge move.
It is. I mean, you know me enough by now. This isn't surprising to Alan. Probably not super surprising to you if you've been following along my life. It's not like I was in the I'm going to marry the first person that says yes, but I'm also that type of person when you got a good feeling about it. What are we waiting for?
Correct.
Let's roll. And
I did the same
thing. She's fantastic. And like, she's ridiculous. Like, I'm so out of my league here. She is so good looking. I mean, yeah.
Great disposition from what I can tell. And, family's cool with her. So
she's very good to me. And we've been on the phone a couple times. Well, she talks to her mom and her grandmother all the time. And I got on and talking to them. We don't speak the same language, but I don't know. Just she comes from a line of very joyful women, and that was very encouraging too.
That's nice.
So, yep.
I feel that. I understand that. That everybody here has seen my journey, and you have been a part of it. So, I'm down for it. When you know. Yeah,
and we for both of us, it's not our first marriage. And don't want to take away from the celebration of it. Like, we plan to do something with the family, probably end of next summer or early fall next year. We'll see. But so we'll do something official to celebrate. But also, like I said, when you know.
Agreed.
And so we're pretty excited.
That's awesome.
And so, Chris, yes, I know there wasn't a phone call or anything. I had told myself I'll do it later tonight, and then I forgot tonight was tonight, and was late logging on. But I was gonna tell the podcast first. I was gonna tell y'all first on here, but you're still very close to first. I have a close friend that I share Life 360 with, and when she saw I was at the courthouse, she was like, "Tell me what's happening." So that was one. And then my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, had a surgery today, which I didn't even know about. They kept it to themselves. It wasn't a huge deal, but every surgery is kind of a big deal, right?
Oh, yeah. You go under, you might not come out.
Right. That. Always. Anyway, so we got the message like after the fact, hey, everything went well. And I was like, what? So I called her when she was done being groggy. And I was like, well, I guess you earned this. I'm going to tell you before the rest of the family. And so I shared it with her. But other than that, I haven't told my mom yet. I haven't told my dad yet. My kids don't know. Yeah. So chat, getting the news first, and then everybody else, on the podcast here.
Well, I'm genuinely happy for you, because if you're happy, I'm happy. And you've smiled so much more in the last 4 months than you have in a long time. So,
all right.
Hey, there he is,
clean and crisp, and
sorry.
Yeah, definitely talking to Alan. I don't look clean and crisp. I don't even have a shirt on because I was at the gym right before this. Totally forgot about recording tonight. I was about to jump in the shower when Alan messaged me like, "Where you at?" So I'm grody and nasty and shirtless, and now the blanket I'm using, I'm going to have to wash.
You can do this from the shower.
I thought about that.
I've done it before.
I thought about it. Whatever. We got covers on this couch. All this stuff could get thrown in the wash. So I'm like, whatever. I'm going to get comfy and clean up later.
I've done it everywhere. In the car. In the bath.
I've been everywhere, man.
The back seat, windows up. That's the way we like to record.
All right. Well, I think I'm back for now. I don't know what I had. Well, it looked like I had to do a reset. There's a bunch of updates that just push through. This is why we don't record on Thursday nights, guys.
Understood.
Yeah.
Am I
he said that as like now? His update night, because he never does anything on Thursdays and then forgot. And now everything updates on Thursdays.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, sorry about technical difficulties in the Will Reeds fashion. What I miss as far as personal life? Anything?
Just talking about the wedding. Well, the
Oh,
nuptials.
nice.
Yeah.
The nuptials. Okay.
Yeah, my
fun.
personal life has been quite boring. Oh, Alan Hinton turned 40 this year, not too long ago. So this
Oh.
is big. We have a place up here that does like game show games that you can like rent the room out and split up in teams and do different game show games like Wheel of Fortune,
Ooh,
Jeopardy,
cool.
stuff like that. So we did that
Did that Family Feud?
Yes, it was Family Feud style. So the first series of like the first 15 minutes were like Family Feud style, and then it switched to a different type of game, then a different type of game. So you go through 4 different types of games in an hour and 15 minutes. So
That sounds like a lot of fun.
it is mad. Like at first we were all like, okay, sure, we'll do it because of what he wants to do. When I tell you it got intense as we started really competing. And the
Yes.
next thing you know, we're like looking at the clock, like, we need more time. And the guy's like, well, you'll have to come back again. I'm like, we might just have to.
If you
really was fun.
if you get the right group of people, so like a little bit competitive or even a lot of bit, I would love a lot of bit competitive in the group. And then at least above average to semi smart, like that combination would be nuts.
Well, the thing that like
Be fun.
sucks, so I was on the smart squad,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then we were playing games where it was more about, do you know the birthday person or do you know more about this? So it wasn't really a test of intelligence as much as it was the friendships around you.
Oh,
And I
I'd
was
fail
like,
that one.
yeah, it was epic fail. I'm like, the answers you think people would answer are the ones that people went against. Like you had this feeling, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, that's not right. So
Chris just read what happens.
I just read it too.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm just not gonna say that to that person.
Hey, I mean, I know y'all aren't gonna. The circles don't overlap, but let me try and tell my mom before she finds out. So keep it.
Oh yeah.
I assumed
yeah.
y'all would talk to your significant others, obviously, but
Yeah.
more to Alan.
Yeah, sure.
Don't go. Yeah. Hey, did you hear? Because nobody else has heard yet.
Alan's gonna send her a new rod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send her a new rod with an announcement on it.
Alan used this. Ian used this first.
There you go.
We got married.
Oh man.
It's the wedding rod.
Hey, remember that time remember that time where I gifted one of my soldiers a dildo with my name on it?
Yes.
That just brought back that memory.
For you?
Gosh, that was
Oh, yeah.
High five. Thanks, man. That was great.
Alan, how was your personal life this week?
It's good. We met the new neighbors. They move in tomorrow. They bought the house, so they've been getting the house. They've had the house for about 2 weeks now, and so we've been seeing across the street, like as they're coming by with like family and stuff like that, to like move stuff slowly in. But the big move's tomorrow, so we got to meet them, which I think we're gonna be friends with them. Just because walked up to meet him, and he was wearing he was a UVA grad, but he's wearing a UVA official Quidditch team shorts.
Oh,
so I was like, "Yep, they're geeks. That's awesome."
I like you. Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, I like
you. I said the name Brandon. What do you think?
No, they said I said yeah, I'm into the Cosmere and stuff like that, and they both looked down like, yeah, we see your tattoo. I'm like, oh, you know this more. Okay, okay, we're friends. They've not read The Wheel of Time, but he has the first book already. He just hasn't got around to. His roommate in college was really into it.
Ooh,
great,
anyway, kind of cool. So we're gonna be friends.
Well, let him start to like you before
so
you
fun
invite
times.
him to listen to us.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You don't want to lose a neighbor, a friend.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So anyway, and they're really into board games, which that sounds like fun too. So
Oh yeah,
I'm kind of
sounds like my type of people too. Anyway, so we have a book.
There he goes.
all right. We have a book to get to.
We do. As a matter of
You
fact,
guys ready to talk about a book?
I'm ready to run towards this book the same way men ran towards Rand. I don't care who's looking.
Nice.
I'm excited to
Well
get
done.
going.
Nice done. Well done. All right, let me pull. I actually, since I restart my computer, I don't have my notes up. Hold on.
That's okay. We start off with men running towards Rand.
Yep.
Because she feels that he's back. And he's coming through the gate, and everybody's going towards Rand, and everybody seems to be pretty happy, excited, because Rand's bringing good vibes now. He's making us all feel happy.
He's warm.
Yes, and the sun is out. The sky, we
The
can see
sun will come out when Rand's here. La 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 la.
I find it very interesting that that's a thing. It's like wherever he's at, you get a pocket of joy, a little pocket of sun, and the world is right again.
Well, I wonder if everything going to shit had a lot to do. We somewhat talked about this, but not really in this sense. Like we talked about maybe the last battle is this internal battle that Rand is fighting. And if that's not exactly it, maybe the world turning to shit as much as they were blaming it on, the Dark Ones seeping out and this, that, and the other, it might have also had to do with Rand's struggle. And when he was battling and doing evil things, and look, Chris, if you think back, again, I'm in Dragon Reborn right now. So that section of time where he ran away from the group and was by himself, and the Hellhounds or whatever they're called are chasing him, and then like the merchant group shows up, and before the lady can move, Rand's just blasting him and dicing him up and everything. And then fast forward to more recently, where he like tried to get Grendel and like destroyed that whole city. Like he really was on a tear. Like I'll call it the evil side. The evil side of Rand was just falling apart. And so like if his downward spiral kind of corresponded with the whole world around us falling apart and the blight creeping in and everything. And now that he's kind of I know people call him Zen Rand, he's kind of found this Zen moment. I like that everything's not immediately snapping back because he's there, but now around him, because like he understands the balance that's inside of him and who he is. And he's kind of zoomed out and recognizing reality more for what it is, like that Neo moment we talked about. So at least in his immediate presence, there's a harmony of way things are supposed to be, because he's not fighting it anymore.
The land is one with the dragon, and the dragon is one with the land.
Right.
Was a good quote. I'm glad you guys posted up there.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I really do feel like we know Rand is like the decisive individual that is going to be the factor towards the end here. I don't know that he's going to end it all, but he's definitely going to be the one to kind of land the killing blow.
I think it might require everybody, though. We talked about this a little bit before too, and it's like the more people are warring against each other and it's sprouting up everywhere, like some of the chaos is coming from that too. Like Rand is a central point because of his like extreme Taviran-ness. Like it really affects the pattern. But there's echoes of it like all throughout the land and all of this fighting. So like this zen-ness, this harmony that he's finding, I feel like that's got to spread as well. Like I don't know. I'm hoping there's like a legit battle.
We've got our three males, which are like the legs on the bar stool. And then we also know that he needs 2 women. So what he's gonna need at least 5, 4 other solid people.
Yeah. I mean, like immediately close and in sync with him for sure.
And he left with 4 solid people from the 2 rivers. See, we keep going back to where the ladies also Taviran. Well, whether they're Taviran or not, they're Aes Sedai. and they're very strong in the power. And we know that for him to use Kalendor, he's going to need this link. So I think you're right in saying that they all need to be together, but more importantly, as Min kind of brings to light, like she sees a deepness in his eyes that isn't his own. He's become one with Luz Theron.
There's like an age to him now, like some wisdom, some age, knowledge beyond his years, sort of thing.
Yeah, outside of the aged wrinkles around the eyes, there's a deeper sense to the eyes themselves. Like he sees more and knows more and has seen so much. And if it wasn't for the smile, she wouldn't have really thought it was him that's in control.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We talked about like the convergence of all the self passes coming together. Like,
yeah. Now think of this. Rand, strongest Ta'veren like ever, right? Have any of y'all either been in a relationship with directly or had somebody in the family or within the friend group that was like severely anxious all the time?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know you, Ian.
Right. Well, mine's a mix of all kinds of things. There's been periods of extreme anxiety. I'm getting at the type of person that is that way always, and all of their decisions are made out of fear and everything. And it is contagious. I don't care how grounded you are. If you're around a person like that for too long, like it spreads to you. Like they walk in a room and you feel anxious, even if it's on their behalf. You're like, oh my gosh, what's it going to be about this time? Da 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 da. And so like Rand being this extreme Ta'veren and going through all those struggles, and do I destroy? Do I save? Do I this? That other? There's so much pressure on him. That spread to everybody, and even the people that loved him the most and were desperate to save him. I'll talk about Nynaeve here, and this is going to cause a little jumping forward in tonight's chapters, even though we haven't even started. But like, she was still committed to him, but freaking out and like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if I trust this guy. I got to try and stop him, this, that, and the other. And then, fast forward to later in these chapters with the girls talking, and even she's like, actually, no, he's really changed. And I know he's proposing like probably the most wild thing you could think of right now, but I think this Rand we should trust. Like, and so now it's starting to spread the other way, like, be it Ta'veren, I don't know, whatever.
Well, no, but, and I like completely agree with you, because we're at that point. Like I said, we've kind of got the convergence of the past lives, and then Rand seeing so much clarity. Like Min brings up the fact that Alana's gone, and he's like, yeah, she's gone northward. It's okay. And she's like, but she could be used against you. And he's like, no, the shadow is always on me now. He's like, they know where I'm at until I blind them.
It's like, if they want smoke, Rand's just like, I want smoke.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Anyways, I could keep going down that thought process, but then we're going to end up covering all the chapters before we even start. So, but this is all important because, Min sees this in him. So like, it's hard to not talk about all of it at once. And what is she seeing when she looks in his eyes? And it's all of this and more.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, she sees some other very interesting things. She has some viewings. So what is open cavern that's gaping? I think that's the Dark One's prison. I don't know if you thought that when you read it.
Bloodstained rocks, 2 men dead on the ground, surrounded by ranks and ranks of Trollocs.
Yep, and then a pipe of smoke curling from it.
Yeah,
that's the only one that confused me. Like that one kind of seems out of place. I was like, maybe the 2 rivers rises again.
Wait, say the last one again.
The pipe with smoke
curling from it. I swear, if you see me throwing something, it's because my cat keeps trying to open up the guest bedroom door. It's the only facing that I allow.
Something that's been lost. The good old tobacco pipes. You don't see many of those anymore.
That's what I'm saying. You don't see much of the 2 rivers anymore, but I think it's about to come back in strength.
Do you remember when I used to have a pipe, Ian?
Yeah.
Pipe.
So there's 2 things. All right. Now, one, I'm A-okay with society kind of drawing back on letting people smoke everywhere. because I'm not a huge fan of cigarette smoke. The smell, even when I smoke cigarettes, I hated the smell on me. It is gross. But a good cigar and a pipe with good tobacco, I love that smell. And I know it sticks to everything. I get why it's not like socially acceptable to like do it all over the place, but yeah. If you get a chance to go to like to a really high end cigar lounge or something and just chill and sip scotch and smoke cigars, bro, that is fantastic. It's like you're in Havana.
I mean, when I was young, when I was younger, I smoked cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but when I was younger, I did. And when I was coaching college sailing, they made a rule saying that no one's allowed at an official college event to smoke cigarettes, including the coach. And they said cigarettes in the rule. But they said nothing about smoking a pipe. So I went and got a pipe, and like the next regatta I showed up, I'm like, I was like,
yep.
And not in the rules.
Yep.
Just on the committee boat, just sitting there chiefing on.
They should have known with competitive sailors that they need to be very specific, because if there's a way around the rules or a loophole, like you're gonna take it. Yeah.
They're gonna break it. Yeah. I don't even know what happened to that thing. I don't know. It was good. I got the flavored the flavored tobacco. That was really good. It was a bunch of good stuff. But yeah,
smoke coming up.
Well, that's kind of
the smoke swirling up is kind of like at the end, the battle's over. Smoke them if you got them. Or could be worse. Maybe we lose one of our heroes, and I hate to say this, but which one of our heroes, if they have a mortal wound and they're slowly dying, like, and can't be saved, which one's going to be smoking a pipe? I could see Tom doing it. I could see Loyal.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a celebratory pipe, but could be one last smoke them if you got them sort of thing.
Maybe. Might be some foreshadowing. We'll see. Then Rand goes to address the Aiel in the room. Says he's ready to meet his toe. I have toe to meet. And Ruach immediately goes into the whole thing about the Mingerlings and asks him if he's such a creature.
He's like, they look stupid, and they are stupid. He's like, I don't feel like you're a Mingerling, but you did some stupid things.
Yeah. When there was a nudge and a wink between him and Ruark, where he basically said he's ready to, accept his toe, it felt more than just like, I'm going to get a couple lashings or whatever. I think what happened between them was him nodding to him like, I'm getting ready to make the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh yeah.
And I'm doing it for my toe, for everything. And I feel like Ruark understood that.
They all understood that. Like the gravity of the maidens, it was heavy in their features. Yeah, it was like they were all like holding their breath, waiting for this to finally happen, and they could like breathe easy now because they realize he's in his right mind. Because I feel like in their we don't know all of their prophecy. But I feel like there was a moment where in their prophecy it could go one way or it could go the other, and that we needed to wait for the switch to be flipped so that they knew exactly which way things were going to go. And Rand would not be aware of that because he doesn't know their prophecies. He wasn't born an Aiel. Genetically yes, but culturally no.
I think that also, I think you're right, added to the impact of the moment. It wasn't just they've learned to care for this guy and he's saying, I'm getting ready to make this ultimate sacrifice. I think it is probably part of their prophecy, and he kind of got more in line with it. And they were like, oh shit, this is real. This is it.
Accepted their ways. Like, I will have the maidens that they'll have me again. And I will not leave them again. And I would like, he is allowing them to play the role that they're prophesied to play now.
Yep.
So. And after this, he summons Catswain.
Well, I still got good vibes about Catswain. Chris, you might be right. Maybe she's not forsaken. Well, and if she was Dark Friend,
he does call
he would recognize her now.
He does call up Flynn. He calls up the Ice Valley. He's gathering all the forces together and giving direction to everybody. Like we definitely don't want to
yeah.
skip past the fact that he like put some, wind in Nynaeve's sail. Like he apologized to her and he, I'm coming to you for advice and I need you. And yes, he does call Cat Swain and he's like, I'm
pardons
sorry.
her.
He apologizes.
And he apologizes, yep.
I like how she gets her little jab in there, though. He's like, although much good it did, like, you've kind of been here the whole time. It wasn't that big of a deal. And she was like, that big of a deal? Do you know what it's like wearing a cloak all the time in this heat? It was miserable. Screw you, Rand. He's like, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
He's like, it's nothing more than an inconvenience to you. She's like, hey, is that what you call an inconvenience? This
I
is
was
like
sweating.
hell. I had to sweat for the first time in 100 years. I had to sweat.
Yeah, if female Aes Sedai lived to be a bazillion years, at what age does menopause hit? Because if she was in it, she had to wear that cloak. Shame on him.
Yeah.
Great question.
That's good. I do not know. I don't think anybody asked Robert Jordan that question. Maybe there might be somewhere in the
weave
notes.
their way out of it.
Who's there?
Well, because they can keep themselves from sweating, but like also we've seen if they're really focused on something or if something really serious is going on, the sweat comes through. Like they can't control that perfectly. And look, I got a mother who's older, and I can tell you what, when those extreme hot flashes hit, there ain't nothing you could do to stop them. Like she'll bump it down to 50 degrees in the house and still be sweating.
But another important thing, we got him like agreeing to, partner up with the Borderland armies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. He agreed to meet in that location where you can't channel.
Uh-huh. He's like, it's a go. Let's get this done. He's like, I'm seeing clearly now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Yep. After this, Rand asks a lot of people to leave just because he wants less ears around, and he lines up all the high lords and ladies in a line and goes down the line.
Before he did that, he made a major announcement.
Which one was
that? Like, first, Egwene is now Amerlin.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And he's spreading the news of that.
Knows that. Spread the news. And they're like, I don't think she'd be good. No. She succeeded Elida. They're like, what? He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, also be prepared because she's going to be pissed with me. But why?
Yeah, I paid her a visit first, and she's not really happy with me. We're going to have to try and fix that later.
I have my thoughts.
They're like, you went to the White Tower and they let you out of there? He's like, they didn't have a choice. But yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't want to, but they didn't have a choice. Oh, and Nynaeve, you got to fix that later. Like that, I'm tasking you with that.
You got to help me win her over.
Yeah,
it's all coming together.
Yeah.
So
when he lines up all the lords and ladies, he goes to Weirman, and
you
tells
bad
them both to leave. You bad.
You bad.
You can no longer hide. I'm no longer blind. You can leave.
They're sitting there going, you can't see me. And he's like, I can see you. I can see all of you.
This is after he makes the announcement that he's looking.
I'm John Cena.
Like he puts out some very important pieces of information while they're still around. He's like, we're going to Eredamon. We've got to get get Calendar back. It's going to be important. Like we have things to do.
Yep.
And by the way, your dark friends, go tell your people I'm coming for you. Like tell them to clear my camps because if I see them, we will be in the streets, and it is on.
I'm gathering my forces. Y'all might as well go gather yours because it's about to go down.
Exactly. So,
and then who shows up?
Well,
go ahead. Finish your
one more thing I liked.
I was going to say what's interesting is I know it's only Rand, so these dark friends can still get over on other people, but it's almost like the behind the scenes chess match, the things done in the shadows and everything on the small scale isn't really going to work anymore. So the game is officially changing now. We're going from small attacks in the woods and raiding the carriages coming through to we're prepping for all out open war.
Yeah.
And that's basically what he's telling him. He's like, look, this little BS you've been doing, it's over.
Yeah.
And everybody else in
like
your role that's trying to influence a little bit here and there, it's over.
It's
Bring
kind of like
something bigger.
gathering all your admirals and generals all in one spot at the same time, you know, out of nowhere.
Yo, I tell you what, we don't even need to get political with that. That's got me nervous.
Yeah.
Not. All right, let's say worst case scenario, because you announced it, you announced the location, and now the location is pretty secure. Quantico, that's one of those places that it's no joke, right? That being said, let's say something happened and poof, they're all gone. If the rest of the world is dumb enough to start something then, Alan and I have touched on this before, and I will co-sign on this to the day I die. We don't truly need officers in the U.S. military, maybe a little bit more so in the Navy. They have a different structure, and out to sea, it's very important to have that division. But in the Army and in the Marines, our officers are there to keep us in check. When I say us, the enlisted, we can fight wars. We can do all the things. The officers are making sure we follow the Geneva Convention. So, God forbid, something were to happen or someone was to think, oh, the leadership's gone, we should start something now. It is not going to work in their benefit. It won't. Yeah, that is, everybody in the world needs to be on their best behavior during that meeting.
I'm not trying.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not trying to get political either, but I saw a meme where someone's like, someone said something along the line like Hatchpath, he accidentally hit reply all. It's not actually a real thing. He just accidentally hit reply all. He's like, oh crap, I didn't mean.
Yep, that's funny.
Anyway, yeah, and then we get time traveling.
Yo,
this was a good moment.
It was.
I cried twice. The two times I listened to this, I cried twice. The first time through, I was in the position of Rand hugging my father. The second time through, it was me as Tam and my oldest son Ryder. And both times, man, it just ripped me.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good. And he went to go introduce Min.
It wasn't as well. Let's not glaze over it.
No.
Yeah.
This was not Rand asking for forgiveness to his father for what he did to his dad. This was not Rand saying, I'm sorry for how I treated you right before I dipped out last time. In fact, I don't even know if that particular thing was mentioned. Rand broke down and asked for forgiveness for everything he's done.
Yeah.
And that's something that wouldn't make sense to a spouse, to any of the girls he's bonded with. Everybody else he's affected, he probably feels compelled to owe an apology to and will apologize to as he sees them one-on-one for the things he's done to them personally. But he asked his dad for forgiveness for everything. And I think even between my parents, like, I feel more compelled, to offer that to my father than to my mother. Like, there's something about that relationship between a son and their father, and I don't know, it had me all messed up.
Yep.
No, I completely agree. It was definitely one of those very touching moments. And I was like, this is the Rand we've been waiting on this whole time. This is the guy that we can put our faith in.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
And not to knock on moms, not like that relationship is, but typically it's different. At least for me, it was different. My mom was I love you no matter what. She gave the hugs when the hugs were needed, that sort of thing. And that side's really important. My dad was the one training me how to be out in the real world. Be honest, tell the truth, do what's right when nobody's looking. You never use your strength to hurt, only to protect, that sort of thing. And so if I'm out in the world violating those things, I know I come back to my mom and, it's the love you no matter what thing. But if I came back to my dad, having done all of those things, I have to tell him, hey, all of that stuff you taught me, I royally effed it up out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where I'm coming from that. And Tam's response, bro, with the weight that's been put on your shoulders, like if you thought my expectation of you was to be perfect, like, no, I get it. And I'm glad you've made it here. Anyways.
In spite of everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're right. Tear ducts.
Yep. And then the introduction of men. It's like, I already met her, but no, but not
very
for me.
important to me.
She's very important to me.
But you won't marry her.
It's a sweet one.
I'm sorry, and I just ruined it. I said, but he won't marry her. Oh yeah, there's two more too. There are two more very important women in my life.
Yeah.
How does that conversation go?
Yeah.
Tam's like, boy,
I think men gets the
really
most time with Rad. Yeah, I think men gets the most time with Rad. I mean, that's
I mean, by far.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll be in Elaine.
I'm hoping there's separate moments where they're in Camelin and Rand gets all serious again and goes, Father, there's someone I'd like you to meet. And he goes up to Elaine. Elaine is very special to me. And Tam will be like, wait, her too? And then like a couple chapters later, they're hanging out with the IEL. Yeah. It's like, Father, I have someone very special to me. I really need you to meet. Tam's like, bro, what the?
I don't want to be no more.
High five? Like what? I don't know that I taught you this one. What's going on here?
He's like, so you got a queen. You've got a wise one. You got
Moraine comes back.
The eyes to
Father, die. I have someone very special to introduce you to.
I have a feeling he knows Moraine, though. Well, he does know Moraine. She came to the.
He knows Moraine.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready for chapter 14?
A vow.
Speaking of vows, any honeymoon?
I mean, we consummated. Like I don't know what else is required.
A trip to.
Are you gonna meet her family?
Yeah, we did. Today I did cardio before I went to lift. Usually I do it the other way, but you know.
Good stuff.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Are you going to Brazil to meet the family?
We will, but obviously with her immigration status, there is a process for everything. It's not like you could automatically travel. I mean, I could, but as she's transitioning, you have to get permission to, and like you have to apply and pay to be able to travel and stuff like that. Like it's way more complicated than I thought it would be. I honestly, this could sound ridiculous. All right. But I see this as kind of like, was it Starship Troopers? Where like, if you serve, you become a citizen and then you have more rights. Like, look, I almost want to go to the immigration folks and be like, here's the thing, bro. I served, jacked my body up, did all this, XYZ. Like, if I want to marry this person and then boom, citizen, and we do what the fuck we want, like, just sign the paperwork. Like, it should be that simple. We don't need y'all in this business. But it's not. It is not that simple. So, are we going to travel there eventually? Yes. Do we have to get a permission slip signed by the State Department? Also, yes. And it is.
Yeah. Will it take you 3 years to get it? Probably.
Right. Well, no, you see, I don't know if you knew that number, but like the quickest, 6 months, the longest, 3 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between. And there's like, unless you know somebody or you're famous, I don't think there's any kind of way to move yourself up in the hopper. So it's.
Yeah.
What's going to get me in trouble is like, they do interviews and stuff along the way, like make sure the marriage is legit and all that jazz. And if they come to talk to me, you know me, I'd be like, I don't need to answer your fucking question. Sign the paper. And they'd be like, oh, rejected. Look,
remind me never to cross the border with you.
Yeah, right. I told the wedding officiant, we were chatting as she was signing off on stuff. And she's talking more the romantic side of things. I was like, look, we're going to have a ceremony with the family at some point, and that's what matters. Right now, we're just giving to Caesar what Caesar demands. This is a piece of paper for the government. In my opinion, this has nothing to do with our commitment to each other for life and marriage. This is so y'all know how to tax us. I don't care about this. And she was like, well, I guess I could see your point of view on that. I was like, yeah, I appreciate you being kind, but I also don't care what you think.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we'll see how this process goes. This is probably going to be used as evidence. They're going to be like,
when we go drive together up to Canada, I can see it now. Like Ian goes through the border to Canada. They ask the question, like, how much money came in? None of your damn business. Like, all right, get out of the car.
I told you I got kicked off a train in Germany when we were on our way to the Czech Republic. Because the border folks got on the train a couple stops before and they were asking questions. And to be fair, one of the other guys with me got mouthy first, and then I was backing him up because you got to stick up for your bros. But we definitely got kicked off the train in some random obscure place a few stops before the Czech Republic.
The border.
Yeah. Which that part of Germany, let me tell you, there is nothing there. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
They wanted you to sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Make them walk
anyway,
around.
we made the best of it. It was a good time. We found gelato and beer.
There you go. That works.
Worth it,
So, a vow.
It sounds like a dream.
Yeah, it's a dream. Oh, just a dream.
Dream.
And Egwene just so happens to be in the dream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's walking along the grassy plains, and she imagines her shoes off so she can feel the grass on her feet.
Mm-hmm.
How pretty.
She meets with the wise ones in the Stone of Tyr and informs them the Battle of the White Tower and that she's Armelin now. And that Lida was taken prisoner by the Shanchan.
None of that's important.
No,
none of that matters.
No, Amis is half naked, and so is what's the other one's name? They're both half naked sitting there. Bear, yeah, they're sitting there.
Is it Bear?
No, I'm not sure. I know Amis is one of them.
I think it's Bear.
But Chris, was the point of this really her giving them a news update? What do you feel was actually happening between Egwene? What was Egwene asking of them, and what did they give her in this interaction?
They were acknowledging that she is an adult now.
It was a rites of passage moment.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
She went to them because despite everything she's done, and she'll have to do it some more. She's trying to get her power within the tower. We see in a little bit she goes to talk to Nynaeve, but she went to them first, and it was like getting their blessing. That's what was happening here.
I mean, if you really think about it, these women are the people that positioned her to be able to endure everything that she did in the tower. Because compared to what they had her go through, what they did in the tower was nothing.
Yeah.
And
she was ready for it.
Yeah.
These ladies go through they go through their training, but they don't go to a school for witchcraft and wizardry. They don't know how to do things the most efficient way, but they have figured out a way to use the power to do tremendous things. And then on top of that, they're all warriors. So like these are the apex women, and these are the ones that she wants to get that nod from. And they not only do they give her a stole, they even joke with her and tell her how much she's grown. This like prideful moment.
And the way they're structured, it's there's a little bit of a hierarchy within the wise ones, but they all are independent of each other. Like any one of them can speak out and have their own thoughts and this, that, and the other. And it's not the same as the tower. So one, it's cool if one wise one gives you this, we recognize it, but to have a group of them all look at her and be like, yeah, girl, you're ready. You're more than ready.
They even told
her, we see it in you.
You are a fine woman. And then they even confide in her. They're like, they tell her, like, we are with Rand because he has embraced death. He has become the one.
Yep. So that was
He is truly
of this
the
dream
Tom.
section. That was. I thought this was more significant than the Nynaeve interaction, and I don't want to take away from that. That's cool. We'll get there. But this was big for Egwene.
Sure.
As far as self-esteem and all of that.
Yeah. And then
this is also where the wise ones ask for Aes Sedai to train them in the wise one ways, and Egwene's like, I don't know if the Aes Sedai will go for that, but I can give some accepted maybe.
Well, and I think Egwene kind of suggested it first, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Yeah, that'd be great. Send them. Yeah, send us your novices. We'll beat them." And she's like, "I don't know about novices. I don't think I'm going to go for that. We got to train them up a little bit, but accepted."
Yeah, accepted. Yeah, we can do that.
Well, and then she's even able to push her own agenda, which was Rand's looking to break the seals, and they're like, "He's gonna what?
Right. Yeah.
No. We will work on that for you." So like, she got some people on her side in that moment.
Yeah.
In that moment.
I say that very pointedly. Because then she
after that
her eyes and nod. She does the eye treatment genie, and then she's in the tower.
Right. Do you remember? And Nynaeve shows up. Oh yeah,
she's hot.
That's why I scrunch my nose all the time. I'm casting spells.
That's Bewitched.
That's right.
I dream a genie with a blonde.
I dream a genie with the head nod, the nose,
head nod,
with the ponytail.
You got me.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you gotta know your Nick at Night, man, from back in the 90s and 80s, man. How's Nick at Night?
I miss Nick.
You had Mr. Ed.
Yep.
Oh wow, yeah. Holy cow.
The talking horse.
Take it all the way back.
Quality TV. Green Acres. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm life is the life for me.
Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. Do.
Yeah. Those are great old shows. Anyway, I don't know if they hold up anymore. I mean, I remember as a kid, but I haven't gone back to watch them.
No, I couldn't. They start seeing the strings.
I don't know if they hold up.
Our HD TVs.
Yeah, some of the stuff.
Take away from the show. I need an old tube TV so I can watch it again.
Yeah. So it's all a bunch of fuzz in it. It's halfway coming in and out of the picture. You have to move the rabbit ears around a little bit to make it just right. Yeah, exactly. And
so
you got to bring it up, don't you?
Of course, unless it's Bella. That's what should have been on the window. Not a dragon fang, but a picture of Bella.
Yeah, that'd have been good.
Because we know that there's a third constant, and the third constant is not the dragon, it's Bella.
There you go. So
Bella in a minute. Where has Bella been?
Oh no.
Wait, because
Bella is with.
She's in the stables.
Yeah, she what's her name wrote in on her? God, her name won't come to my mind now.
Swan?
Yeah, Swan. Yeah, Swan wrote in on her.
Okay. Yeah.
So we know where she's at. She's safe at least.
Yeah, she's all right. She's safe. So it starts talking to Nynaeve.
We skipped straight over the significance of the dragon fang being in the window.
Okay.
Tel'An'rhiod is trying to tell Egwene something. Like, Rand is here now, and he has become whole, and now he is that constant third force.
Or if it's, she talks about, as she's thinking about it, how like this could be tied to like, the mirror worlds or whatever, where it's like a version of what could have been or something like that. And, maybe that unification of the male and female and, the tower and the dragon and everything, it's almost like the pattern is hinting at it like this is where you need to go. Like it's pulling strongly. There's an undertow there.
Yeah.
And she considers that like, huh.
Mhm.
Well, she even says this
Interesting.
could be a world where the creator and the dark world, like you said, are one, which is crazy to think about.
Yep.
Yep.
This is the first time that we have like a significant mention of there being other worlds too.
Well, in a while.
Yeah.
Where I'm at right now, and the Great Hunt, Dragon Reborn. Remember, we talked about it a lot, and then we didn't for the longest time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now it's back.
Yep.
Now it's back.
Guess who's back?
Back
again.
So yeah, Nynaeve's back, and Elaine shows up shortly after too. So it's both Nynaeve and Elaine, and they're just chatting, catching up about events, what's going on. Gwen resets the wards that Nynaeve set off.
Hold on, you're gonna skip over something very important. We can't.
He jumped over the Nynaeve thing like it was nothing.
When I tell you that was probably the most important piece, because you gotta get. This is why Egwene gets my character of the chapters, because
she was smooth.
Ninjas Nynaeve into this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but not even maliciously. Like even Nynaeve by the end of it concedes, like, "Oh, you got me there, oh, Babo."
So like
that's a solid point.
You have Egwene going, so how did you lead being such a young person? Like, how did you get them to listen to you? And Nynaeve, she's feeding into Nynaeve's sense of purpose itself.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, it was tough, it was hard, and this was a problem, and then seeing these people was a problem."
You have to establish dominance quickly. You have to be clear and concise. You have to be good. You have to listen, but you have to give them orders that are real and of importance. And she goes, "Oh, so I need you to carry your ass to me tomorrow. Put your hands on my rod."
Yeah.
And she's like,
"I got this rod to give you."
She's like, "I don't need you to take the test." And Nynaeve's like, "Well, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it all the way. I mean, you're gonna give me this task. So I ain't mad at you. Like, you backed me into this corner at a very nice."
Yeah.
She was proud of her. Like,
and at the end, the way Egwene wrapped it up, what finally, I think the heartfelt moment where it wasn't manipulative, it was like, "Hey, I'm trying to get you on my page." When Egwene was like, and Nynaeve said something about kneeling to her and this, that, and the other, and kiss the ring. And Egwene was like, "Well, would you do that to another Amlin?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, I mean, like if I had to, I would." And then Egwene was like, "And do you think there's anybody else right now that is better suited for this position that should be doing what I'm doing right now as Amlin?" And Nynaeve was like, "Oh,
no.
Oh shit, no, it's you."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's like, and then she's honest. She's like, "This is gonna be tough. But you're right. I've got to switch up the way I treat you and address you and all of that."
I got to bend the knee,
mother.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Alan just wanted to glaze over that.
Yeah. No, I was going to get into the whole thing with Elaine saying no to her, but she gets a reason. She just, doesn't know if a pregnant woman's ever gone through all that. So I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Well, and she didn't exactly say no. She said, "First off, I have a kingdom to run, so I can't just come to your beck and call."
Yeah, it's a difficult time.
Yeah, she's like, not to hurt Nynaeve's feelings for being less than we are, but we have important shit to do. And I have an entire kingdom to run. On top of that, I am here and
about to have 2 kingdoms.
This is before Egwene realizes that she's pregnant, because it's Nynaeve.
Or Nynaeve.
Nynaeve. Oh, wait a second, you're pregnant. And Egwene's like, "Wait, you're pregnant?" And they're both like, "Oh, she's pregnant." And she's like,
well, "I think Egwene already knew."
But
when do you have time? Like, I think Nynaeve says, like, when do you have time? Like,
kept on a short rope. Like, she was like, "It was quick. It was 30 seconds. It was in the broom closet. We got it in." And now I have, like I said, she has twins. That's my thought. I got twins in here.
Yes. The way something was said, Nynaeve picked up on the fact she was talking about more than one. Yeah.
Can you hear that storm?
No, I see the lightning flashing in your window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is popping.
there's a crazy storm out there. Yeah.
Your window just flashed like 10 times in a row.
It does. I know. There's like
That's
crazy
great.
lightning and thunder out there.
Bro.
The wind just picked up. So, well, if power goes out, sorry guys. That's how we're gonna end this episode. So, no, we'll keep
We'll
going
keep it
until
rolling.
We're almost there.
there you go. Almost there.
So-
All right. Yeah, so we get that whole moment, and then that's when Egwene also breaks the news about the Dream Triangle being stolen.
Mhm.
So I need some help from Elaine. Yeah, so hey, at least can you help me there? We need to make some more of these things because they stole them all.
Yep.
And they're like, how'd that happen? And he's like, well, Shiriam's like, Shiriam's like, oh yeah, Shiriam's Black Aja. And as she's about to go into the story about
I've
it,
got a story to tell
Yeah.
you,
I
by
got
the
you.
way.
and then the alarm bells go off.
Remember that time back in the Dragon Reborn when we got tasked to go after all the Black Aja and we were suspecting everybody? Yeah, we were mostly right. We were mostly right. It was a lot of them.
Yep. So, but the word goes off right as soon as she's about to go into it.
And she disapparates.
Yeah.
And instantly kills one person.
Well,
Well,
lets one
the
of them
person
kill the
tries-
other one. She kind of goes Matrix
Talbot's-
and moves out of the way.
Yeah. Talbot storms weaves some fire to try to get Egwene, but Egwene slams a shield into her. But
And
then,
slides to the right.
And then
yeah,
Alviar
and then Infra shows up out of nowhere and
Vada
lets
Kedavra.
loose the weave fire. Yeah, and kills her, then vanishes. Like,
Yep.
I'm not gonna let you catch one of the Black Asha. Like, nope,
Yeah.
we're gonna kill her.
Well, and that was technically
Kill the
intended.
hostage.
Sure, she just moved out of the way in time for it to hit.
Mhm.
Talbot.
Right.
So
Yeah.
she was-
Everybody clap your hands.
it was black on black crime.
Oh,
Oh.
well, I couldn't say that, but that's so messed up. It's really funny though. Well played.
Well played. Well played. Well played. Well done. We just took a dark turn.
We're skipping the next chapter.
I'm sorry. It's just funnier that Chris is giggling at it. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's just keep going. Yeah, Alvariana vanishes. Nynaeve suggests somewhere else they meet. But Egwene's like, no, I need to set a trap. Because Egwene again thinks of, she needs to find Messina.
Right. She's trying to reel him in.
Masana.
Masana's that's the only way you're gonna get her. That's
All
it.
right. Did we already we popped over the section where Nynaeve agreed to take the test?
We
talked
breezed
about it.
over it.
Okay. We're going to go back to the first second because after I went through this section, I called Alan. And so I've got a theory here. Now, think about the way this was written and how casual Nynaeve was like, oh yeah, I can do the testing. I know the weaves. Like, what do you think? I just been sitting around and like she digs at Elaine was like, I haven't been going around knocking the boots with Rand. So like I had time, right? And I learned all these things, but she's still casual, cool. Like, oh no, biggie. I can do it. Everybody's always talked about how these weaves are meaningless. You just have to do it to get through the testing. I don't think it's a testing to become Aes Sedai. I think it's a testing to find a specific Aes Sedai. We know how powerful and unique Nynaeve is. I think she's going to go through, and as she's doing these weaves, it's actually going to do something. It's going to trigger something. Something will become unlocked that nobody else was able to do. And now, my brain going down rabbit holes with this theory. Remember I said the tower itself is one of the seals. Maybe this is one of the steps when she goes through and does it. Maybe it undoes one of the final seals or something like that. Or maybe it's something more possible, but something big is going to happen. They're slow playing.
It could be
her
that
doing it so much.
She's that create the new seals.
It could be in that direction. It could be something we can't even imagine right now, but it is not going to be as simple as She does the testing, comes out, she's Aes Sedai. No.
It was really
We're about to find out those weaves mean something.
Is Rand and the Dark One going to have to be sealed away together?
Yep. Or maybe it unlocks some weapon or some knowledge that the Aes Sedai lost. But something big is going to happen when she does it. I don't know. What do you think, Alan?
Sure.
You son of a
long time.
you son of a gun.
Sure.
Yep. And even if it isn't unique to Nynaeve, maybe she's the first one to go through since Rand went through his transformation. And so there's just something different in the air. So like now, because Rand has become who he is, the next person to do it in the testing unlocks whatever's going to unlock. I think it's more focused on something unique about Nynaeve, but it could be the fact that the timing is right and Rand is where he is, but it's going to trigger something. I'm convinced of that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
And then speaking
All
of
right. Yeah. Go the last chapter, chapter 15. Use a pebble.
We got Nynaeve in tier.
This chapter was longer than it needed to be.
Oh yeah, it was definitely much. There's a lot of detail in this chapter, and not necessarily necessary, but you know,
we get some Michael Buble.
We do. We have
Nynaeve and Nafe are walking down the street, and they spot a Myrtle.
Well, he does.
He spots a Myrtle.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
You mind if I fast forwarded us through a little bit of this? Okay, so
go for it.
Essentially, he sees a Myrtle. They're like, they're chasing, and there's this little village kind of cordoned off because it's like, something's fishy here. Let's see if we can heal people. Turns out the whole thing's like turned to dust. She instructs him to like do a big thing of wind, so it all goes swoosh, goes away to see if they can find anybody to save. People she tries to save and reach out and touch. She's like, oh my gosh, nobody's there. She's frustrated because Nynaeve, she likes to heal. She's a fixer. She's trying to heal. And in her frustration, she looks at him and is like, let me see if I could do something about, I know the taint's gone, but let me see if I could do something about what it left on you.
Well, okay. Where you took that really fast.
You could put in other things if you find, that's all I got.
Because there's the whole like almost like sweeping everything into the center. So it's like, and then they set it all on fire because she's like, can't spread. So it's almost like the taint is in her mind a disease. And so she starts to view it that way. And then, he's upset and he sees 3 Myrtle and he's like, maybe they are the ones causing the Bubles. And she's like, there's nothing there. Like, I don't understand why he keeps thinking there's nothing there. He's like, she goes, if I feel like this is a sickness over here, the Bubles, if I treat the Dark One rather than an all-powerful being, but more like a sickness or a virus, which it could be. Like this could be some type of bio weapon that they've contained, and it keeps, because we know this is a dystopian story. So, let's see if we can heal this, because I can't heal this. These are husk of people. They have no substance anymore. They have been completely removed. But he's here, so let's try to heal this over here. So
good point.
To delve deeper, and then she finds the spikes on his mind, and there's just a few. And she's like, well, instead of using the normal healing, let's just pull them out and stop the bleeding. Like, let's pull these thorns out.
Find where it's attached one by one. Carefully fix each little barb.
It's like soldering. Like you pull it out and you solder real quick. So, and then all of a sudden, like the barbs are out, they kind of dissipate, and he's free.
Yeah. And think of, we have the saying like somebody having their hooks in you. Like that's exactly what this taint was. It literally was hooked into them, where a simple healing wouldn't fix it, and it was slowly taking over and getting stronger and stronger, and more hooks in.
Because her original thought was like, is this like compulsion? Because I know that with compulsion, I can at least sense it and kind of maybe do a little bit of something about it if it's a small compulsion. But
yeah, she tried to throw a weave on it, and it just dissipated, didn't do anything.
Yep. And so that's when she started diving deeper. It's like, this is actually something I can do something about. And then she tries to do the same thing for Rand. And she's like,
right. Rand, she's like,
you have, well, that
like,
other guy
"Yours is
had like a
different."
dozen barbs. Rand is nothing but barbs.
yeah.
But he also had this interesting layer underneath all of his that was now shining / protecting him.
Yeah.
Like the taint was still there, but it was enveloped.
Jelly.
Yeah. He's got the antidote.
But and it kind of goes back to like, if this is a bioweapon, then maybe that's the antivirus.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, in my mind, we keep putting this back into like a world where it's, you know, Dungeons and Dragons and swords and mystical arts, when this all could be bioweaponry.
Everything could be explained by science.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you know, they think about, you know, and Rand gives Nynaeve's props for discovering how to heal madness. Is like, yeah, even the Edge of Legends, because Rand, of course, has all his memories now. Like, I said I couldn't do that then. Like, that's crazy. Do you see that lightning? That's insane. Anyway.
Yes.
So,
I'm watching it pop. That's very cool lightning.
Yeah. Crazy behind me. So yeah. Anyway, Rand's like, this is super impressive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's at that point that Rand's like, you know, this is impressive. We need to study this more. And she's like, well, I have other things I have to do. I've got to go to Egwene. And he's like, okay, go to Egwene. Here's your task.
Yeah.
I need you to make sure that you get her to get around to my thinking. He's like, I want you to become an Aes Sedai. It makes sense. You need to do what you got to do. It's important to me too, because I have selected you. You are one of the two. Like, I'm gonna wield Calendar the right way, and you're one of the two. I don't know who else is gonna do it with us, but you are one.
Yeah.
And so get our house in order and get Egwene on our side, and that's what I'm tasking you with. So
she says,
I wonder if Rand has any sort of sense. Yeah. Wonder if Rand has any sort of sense of what's going to happen with Nynaeve going through the testing. Because I don't think it's just a symbolic. I don't think he's like, yeah, you should do this. Like, it's a symbolic, it'll be good for the tower sort of thing. He seemed very much like, oh yeah, that needs to happen. I don't know. I could be reading into it because of my theory now, but.
Well, I you know, I hear you and I feel you on that, and he definitely has a greater knowledge, so he may know something. I mean, to that point, she's like, I'm going to heal a couple other Ashaman here before I leave, and then, you know, maybe we make our way to the Black Tower. And he's like, no, we're not going there.
That's got to be handled a little differently.
Yeah, we're going to send somebody else that way, because there's some other things happening there. So he definitely...
He knows.
This is where you can really realize that he and Luz have become one, because that like hysteria that Luz had about all the Ashaman,
kill them all.
Yeah, the Black Tower was not a good idea, is kind of seeping through, but in a more clear way of clarity. Like, all right, I've done some research, I've sent some spies, you know, I have somebody on their way. Our other dragon are from book 1, book 2,
or maybe it's him recognizing people that already have the contagion. You know, you talk about the bioweapon sort of thing. Think about all the movies and stuff about like zombie apocalypse or anything like that, where, you know, you got this military unit trying to hold stuff down, and there's people coming up, and it's a group of them, and they've all been bit. They're not full on sick yet, but they've been bit. They know it's inevitable. What happens? They mow them down. And this is Luz there, and kill them all, because it's not just their channeling ability. It's the fact that they've been touched by the taint, and he knows that it's only a matter of time until more hooks get in. So maybe.
Yeah. And then we switch over to Egwene.
I mean, it's not fun when you get touched by the taint. That's for sure. It's just takes you back to college days. You'll pass out
I've been a little more open to it lately.
Okay.
I mean, if you shower and everything smells good, it's. Anyways,
well, it's just cleansed. Anyway,
yeah, cleansed taint is okay.
So cleansed taint. All right, there you go. So we switched to Egwene's point of view back at the White Tower.
Wait, Rand's taint wasn't removed, but when she looked at it, the taint is still there. It's just cleansed.
Yeah.
It's got a little perfume on it. That's awesome.
It's just clean.
Rand, I can't remove your taint, but don't worry, it's cleansed.
Anyways, so switch to Egwene's point of view. Egwene's meeting with a bunch of Aes Sedai, and they're talking about Asana and just like how to get around it. And they're like, there's ways of like tricking the oath rod. Even though we tested all the sisters, there's a way of doing it. And they're like, and she's like, wait, what? And like they explained to her, it's like, it's that easy, like just to get around it. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of a flaw. Like.
It was very, very much crazy to sit here and think about all they have to do is essentially change the inflections of their voice and the way people hear the voice. Right. But and anybody can do it. It's a simple weave.
Right. Yeah. Simple weave.
So they could be giving the vow that I vow to serve the Dark Lord and I'm going to crush all of you women, da 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 da. And because they mean that, like it counts, and that's what they get locked into. But everybody else is hearing, I will never lie. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to help other people and obey the law of the pact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And destroy you. I still like my theory. Once we realize Black Aja have been there pretty much since the beginning, that this rod was suggested by somebody of the Black Aja, knowing that would be their best way to blend in and never be suspected, because they knew right off the bat how to get around it. Remember,
what if it's
the Black Aja?
What if it's even more? I say, what is even more simple than that? Like they actually find out who it is. Like, how'd you get around the oath? He goes, I had my fingers crossed.
That's kind of what it is. Sure, you made me take my top off and my boobs are out, but you never checked behind my back. You were too focused on my tatas.
Fingers crossed. Anyway,
I'm going to say something unpopular because I got frowned upon when I mentioned it before. Again, I'll talk about how I'm going through my reread. The lady that runs the kitchens,
Lars.
That's your Forsaken.
No.
I think so.
You're probably right.
I think so. Like on the reread now, I'm sitting there going, how clever. And okay, so it really sunk in with what we're reading now, where they talk about how this Forsaken operates. They don't need to be flashy. They don't need all these followers. They're kind of behind the scenes. They're more administrative. I mean, think about the Mistress of the Kitchens, in the know of everything, being able to get whoever they want to confide in her, being able to be close and influence whatever Amerlin is there. Like, just the perfect position for somebody to infiltrate. And then you go to when she was trying to get Egwene to leave, and how much of it was made to seem like, oh, I'm trying to help Egwene, but probably seeing what Egwene's doing and like, God, I got to get her the fuck out of here. Yeah. Egwene's ruining my plan. She's starting to bring people together.
You know what? You may be right. I just hate that because I like her.
But that's what Jordan does to you.
Mm-hmm.
This has been the longest play. These are one of the things, if I end up being right on that, it makes you wonder, did he know that's where he was going with that character when we were first introduced to her? Or was it like halfway through, he's like, I got to make it somebody. Who's it going to, this one would be good.
I think I'm at that point where I realize that he definitely planned the long con for a lot of this stuff.
Oh, for a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, there's stuff mentioned like in the 3rd chapter of the book that comes at the end, and it's like, oh,
now maybe he didn't know all the details of how he's gonna get from A to B, but some of these things he probably wrote down, be like, all right, when we wrap it up, it's gonna be this. I'll figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
But that's,
if you think about it, he definitely had to have done that because he's not writing this book anymore.
oh sure.
Yeah, but
At this point, the notes are
right.
right.
He knew years before exactly where he was going with all of this, which is kind of crazy. I don't plan that far ahead in life. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I think on Saturday I might be playing pickleball, but
Yesterday, I didn't know I was getting married today.
Whose decision was that?
Well, I mean, mutual decision. Obviously, we had talked about it back and forth quite a bit. And gosh, I don't even know how it came up again. There's little things that she does that comes natural to her that just means so much to me.
Yeah.
And there was something last night, and I was just like, what are you doing tomorrow? And she started listing, I got this to do, this, that, and the other, I was like, well, I was thinking about taking off work. She's like, why would you do that? I was like, well, because if we drive to Norfolk, we could pick up our marriage license there, and they have an officiant there, and we could get married and have all the paperwork done in one day, then go get a nice lunch. And she was like, really? I was like, yeah, let's do it. I don't. It was like I said, there was a moment. There's just one thing she did, and I realized, all right, this isn't like her trying to press or whatever. This is who she is.
Yeah.
And it just hit, and I was like, I want this.
Oh, Andrew, too late. He got married today.
Yeah, you weren't here for the beginning of it, but yeah.
There might be a party, an actual celebration of it, like next summer, and getting people together. We'll see. But yeah, I got hitched.
Ian records on his wedding night. That's what he does.
I would be like, guys, I love y'all, but
I ain't recording.
Not tonight.
Trust me, we've been celebrating all day. We're gonna celebrate some more after this.
Okay. So yeah, after this, yeah, we went through all that.
I mean, that last bit of the chapter is really just, use a pebble rather than a stone. So she's just like, I need to find an easy way to catch her.
Yeah,
sometimes
it kind of goes back to Occam's razor. It's kind of like the simple solution is usually the right solution. Occam's razor kind of vibe to that. Just instead of something, use something massive. Sometimes it's
well, again, Occam's razor. They're trying to figure out how the Forsaken is getting around the oath rod, when the simplest answer is the Forsaken never touched the oath rod because she's in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. And she's not
now our Black Aja clearly did. Right? That doesn't mean our Forsaken has.
See.
Mm.
I mean, yeah.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of stuff, but I feel good about this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel good about it. I feel right.
Yeah, I'm not fight you on it anymore.
But I won't say feel good.
Right. Yeah. I do think you're right. I hate that, but I think you're right.
Let's see. I use the same argument when getting spanked as a child. You use something small. Dude, a switch, you don't want no.
You want the big ones.
If it makes a whistling noise as it's traveling through the air towards your legs, bro, you in trouble. Run. Doom, 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 doom.
Bring back memories. Memories of being hit. Oh, no.
I'm glad they're bringing that back.
Switching.
No, I've read some article. There's been some interviews where like there was a generation of the soft parenting, and like new parents now were like, "No, that was a bad idea. We go whoop their ass." But it's a combination of it. Like, you know, when it's appropriate in a loving way, there will be conversations afterwards. But like the young parents are like, "Nah, it's kind of important to teach consequences." Yeah.
In some cultures, they never stop. They just quiet.
Right. There was, gosh, I should have sent this link to you all. I went down the rabbit hole of that particular topic, and then there was this one guy. This was years back. He was traveling all around the world, and he would like give examples of stuff happening with families back in America. And it was what would you do in this situation if your kid was XYZ? And exactly what you said, Chris. They'd be like, "Oh, that would never happen." They're how old? Is that kid never got their butt whooped? Yeah. Like, you know, obviously in their language being, you know, translated, but everywhere they're like, "Oh no, that you don't let that happen at all, ever." So, anyways.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, my stepdad, he didn't have to put it on us. He was so quick to pull that belt out. And it can't. He didn't actually need a belt. He wore a belt because it was an accessory piece. He had his pants. He was like the perfect 34, 32. Like he was a skinny guy, and his pants fit in perfectly. And he would whip, like he would grab hold of that buckle and you would hear it come out. And he like almost, in my mind, he caught the other end in the hand where the buckle was. One motion.
Yo,
in the air.
My dad had a butt whooping belt that he didn't wear. Now this was worse because you'd hear his footsteps go towards the room, and then you'd hear him take it off the hook, and you'd hear the jingle of it coming off the hook. And once you heard it coming off, I remember me and my brother, we had strategies of like, if you flex right when it happens and then relax, it's not so bad. We did the let me stuff an extra shirt down my pants, like to try and soften the blow. He come out and see that lump. Oh my gosh.
Well, my grandma was like 80-something years old at the time. 70s, 80s. Anyway, why do you have a belt, Grandma? Test me and find out. Well, only once she ever touch it. She didn't pull it off of the hanger. She just touched it. We had to do it so fast. My grandma's like, my grandma was scary. Like, I loved her, but when she got mad, which is very rare. Whew.
Yeah. And to the people listening, yes, I understand that needs to be a bigger conversation because there's all sorts of bad things that happen with corporal punishment. I get that. Yeah. For me, don't be like, "Oh my gosh, Ian's scarred. That's why he is the way he is." No, I got my ass whooped because I am the way I am. I don't know that I ever got one that I didn't deserve. I don't look back at my parents and go, "They were so mean to me." When I got it, I was usually sitting there going, "You did this to yourself, Ian. You knew. You knew. And you did it anyways." I didn't need them to tell me. Like, I needed it. So it worked for me.
Yep.
And the dark one's about to get his.
Yeah. Rand is loosening his belt.
He's like, "I see you now."
Right now we hear that little jingle of the belt buckle.
Look, at first Rand was that parent that was soft parenting. He was internalizing all of it. This is all my fault. And then that, you know, 3 days by himself was like a parent taking him to vacation. You're like, hold on a second. I'm not crazy. I just had 3 days of clarity. I had 3 days to regroup. And you know what? Y'all,
let me get my house in order.
Rand is ready to go. That's what the
in this chapter.
Counter's really a whip.
It's a whip. There you go.
Yeah. That's a bell.
So yeah, we end this chapter with just Egwene setting plans, or at least finishing up plans to try to capture Masana, or at least lure her out. That's kind of where we are with all this.
We get a nice
realize that she
reintroduction to Masana and how she's a planner and how she's not the sharpest tool in the
Kinda
shed, but she's
the armament of the shadow.
Right, that was the word, the armament of the shadow, because she's an organizer, she's an administrator, and she's angry.
Yeah.
So just gonna try and use it against her.
Yeah.
Smart. Let's see how it plays out on the next episode of The Wheel Reads.
Before that, favorite character. Let's go.
I gave you mine already, Egwene.
Yeah, that's solid. I try not to pick the major characters, but sometimes they earn it. So that's a good pick.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what another good one is.
I mean, Tam was pretty solid.
Well, thank you. No, so the most like hit in the feels moment was that Tam and Rand interaction. Yeah, and I would go Tam for his side of it. Because it speaks so much, and we already knew this, but like of how he raised Rand and what the expectations were and everything, and for Rand to recognize that he had fallen short in so many categories and things that he was taught, and asking for the forgiveness, and Tam being like, "Bro, there's nothing to forgive." Yeah.
Not only
Thank
that,
you,
this
Chris.
is a man who 3 days ago or 3.5 days ago thought he was about to lose his life to his son.
Oh,
yeah.
So for him to be able to walk onto that porch, look down at the person who attempted to kill him, the person that he raised to be a better man.
You can get me messed up again, Chris. Calm down.
Open his arms, embrace him, and say, "Welcome home, my son."
Yeah. All right, you didn't have to go that deep. Screw you.
You're welcome. That was that moment.
Yeah, Tam's a good pick.
Okay.
This is gonna be really horrible when he kills Tam off.
I worry about that.
I do too. I thought that was gonna be Rand's snapping point. Honestly, I thought we were gonna because you kept talking about how we might end up having a evil Rand. If anything were to do it, it'd be Tam being killed. But I think we're beyond that point now. We're not going to get an evil Rand. Okay. I don't think we're going to get an evil out of either of the 3 main characters at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alan, what do you think?
What if it's Tam smoking one last pipe at the end of the last battle?
I thought that, or Loyal smoking one last pipe as he's telling the story of the Wheel Reads.
Oh yeah, that could be like the final paragraph.
I'm gonna give my character to the pipe and men's viewing. just the pipe.
Alan's always thinking about pipe.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Next week we'll be doing 2 chapters. Just 2. They're longer chapters. So Shanahar, it's chapter 16. Shanahar.
Isn't that a place?
And it is. And then partings and a meeting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Partings and a meeting.
Rand might be going to that place to meet with the Borderlander folks. I'm curious to see how that goes down. I'm actually curious if on top of this, like enlightenment, like he has the ability to protect himself and channel there if he needs to. So maybe the male half he wouldn't be able to, but using the what is it? The true power.
Yeah.
What is the one that's more powerful than that? Like the
Well, it's not more powerful. It's just the other power, the true power. Yeah.
Right, the true power. Right.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm curious.
Cool.
I'm excited about that. If that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's what we'll do next week. Should we be back to Tuesday, right? Next week, I think that works for everybody.
Yeah.
Unless there's a hurricane.
No, they look like they're all swinging out to sea.
They look like boobies. That's what they look like.
Yesterday. Now they've kind of done weird things. Now they look like deformed.
Old boobies.
Kind of. Yeah. It's that Ron White stand up. Once you've seen one, you gotta see them all.
You want to see them all?
Yeah. It's like the meme I sent to my wife today. I sent her.
Now, speaking of that, sorry, we're at the end. I got to get out of here, guys. Let's wrap it up.
What are we talking about? The wife or the seeing of the hurricanes?
The boobies.
The boobies. Speaking of which, this was the meme I sent to my wife today. It's like, for women, taking off a bra at the end of the day is pure bliss. What's the male equivalent? And some guy answered saying, shockingly, it's also taking off a woman's bra at the end of the day. Shockingly, it's the same.
We are on the same page here.
Same page. Pure bliss.
That's perfect. Yeah, let us do it for you. This is the way we can serve you.
Definitely. So how we can be found is at thewillreads.com. It's a website where you can find links to all of our cool stuff, merchandise, Patreon, Discord, all that cool stuff. So go check it out, willreads.com. Otherwise, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and all that jazz. Jazz hands. And that's all I got for this week. So
until next time.
Peace.
Okay, bye. Thank you for watching The Wheel Reads.
Until next time.
Okay, bye.
Get your Coast Guard certified life-saving device ready and strapped on.
Oh, where are we doing tonight?
What kind of strap on you talking about?
Sure.